What is going on, everybody? What is going on? So, people said that they wanted me to leave the readings up. So, that's exactly what it is that I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the readings up, right? Um, so, I'm going to set these type of readings for that so that way y'all can go back, y'all can look at the readings from now on, y'all can uh, you know, watch the video, you can do whatever you want. So I'm waiting for some people to come up on in here. If you want a reading, my Cash App. Yeah, my Cash App. Yeah, what you do is that you send me money to the Cash App, right? That's my Cash App. And then after that, you ask me a question. What do you want to know? That's my Cash App right there. My PayPal. Um, when I get it, right, I just let you know. And then you can ask your question. Um, $10. Hold on, let me forgot that in my title. Hold on. Let me put that in. There you go. Yeah. So what I'll do is, since a lot of y'all love this, I'll keep it up. I just won't use any cuss words or any of that type of stuff in it. I'll just keep it up because a lot of y'all like this. Oh, and it's $10 a question. So just to kind of speed things up, if you want to ask two questions, right? Maybe even more, it's $10 a question. So if you want to know more than one thing, that's 20, like that. Now let me just go ahead and get some water to drink real fast. I'm still gonna keep this on. Let me just go get some water real fast. I'll definitely come back, help y'all out. All right, my love. All right, all right. Excuse me. All right, so let me. I have my phone here. I have my phone here, right? As you could see. So yeah. So it's $10. Let me go ahead and actually put that in the title. By the way, I should really put that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I put that in the title. So it's $10. Cash App, PayPal. Okay. So if anybody wants a reading, and like I said, what I'll do is I'll keep it up. I'll keep up these videos because I know how a lot of people said that they want to go back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said before, if you have more than one question, $10 a question. So if you think that you would want more than one reading, $20, for two questions. Yes. So what's your question? That way people can always rewind, watch it again, because I know how people like to watch it. It's just that for me, I just I didn't think that y'all wanted to watch this. Honestly, I didn't think y'all wanted to watch it. So I was like, okay, let me delete it. But I'll leave this up. I'll leave it up. Okay. And again, thank you to everybody that comes through, right? Like I'm not. Oh, what's up? What's going on? This is my homegirl right here. Hold on. There you go. Oh, that's Pinky right there, yo, the one and only. Oh man, is someone is Rika's ex coming back to use her? Is her ex coming back to use her? Let me tell you, yo, like I said, at one point in my life, I thought I was gonna marry an Aquarius woman. But you know how Aquarius are. They be, you know how Aquarius are. They be, they be busting your balls just a little bit. They like to make things difficult on you just a little bit. All right. So, okay, okay, got you. So that's Venus energy. Okay. Um. So Rika, I asked the cards if your ex was definitely coming back, if your ex is coming back to use you, what exactly is going on. So the first five cards that I got are the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower. Hold on, let me put on the light. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me put on the light. The Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. So the Lovers, right? The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is a relationship where it's dysfunctional. The Eight of Pentacles and the Tower represents you will hear from him. Okay, he is going to come back. All right. Hold on a second. No, he's thinking about coming back. As of right now, he's not going to. He's thinking about it though. The Eight of Pentacles and the Tower represents you're in a situation, Rico, where you're trying to fix your life. He left your life kind of messed up. He's someone that didn't really care how he left. So the Eight of Pentacles represents you're trying to fix your life. You're trying to make things better than when it is that he left, or how he left it. The Lovers represents how, he completely broke the bonds or the relationship that you thought that you have had with this person in the first place. But yeah, that's the scenario. This is a person that did everything that they possibly could to betray your trust, and that they didn't have any kind of sense of responsibility. So all this person did was is this person would try to make it so that they would make your life terrible, right? They would make things worse than what it actually was supposed to be. But you're trying to make it better, right? Not being with this person, being single for a little bit. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands represents, yes, he does owe you an apology, but the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands is really about how you do plan on, he does owe you an apology, but as you're rebuilding your life is going to get better. So it's not like your life is always going to remain in a sense of the Tower. Your life will turn around for the better. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands proves it, right? Things will come down the pike for you that are much better. Your life will make that turnaround, excuse me, yet again. And, if you have children with this person, do you have children with them? If you have children with this person or not, your life will get better, regardless of whether you have children with them or not. Right? It's just that, okay, it's just that with children, it would have been much worse, right? It would have been harder because children add stress to it. Not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't want children, but what I'm saying is that children make certain situations much more stressful. So it's a good thing that you're single, because it means that it's just you that you have to worry about. It's not also children to go along with it. And then the next couple of cards, you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. The Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. You have the Hanged Man the Ten of Cups, and you also have the Three of Pentacles. So this is about how you're in a situation where, I mean, again, your life goes on, right? The Knight of Cups represents not having to really look back emotionally, right? Make sure that this time is the last time that you stop rocking with this person. Because the mistake that you have made is that you care too much about them. You care too much about this Libra. And this Libra is the King of Wands. This person is not going to change. Yeah, get the likes up. This person is not going to change. They're not going to actually do better. They're not. They're not planning on it. And they're planning on living their life on some dysfunctional stuff because the King of Wands is an arrogant king. It's a king of it's a king who thinks of himself as always being correct. So it's not a person that you really can talk to. And this is what the relationship looked like. It looked like you essentially trying to talk to a brick wall. So is he ever going to change? No. Make sure that this breaking up with him this time is the last time you talk to him. The Hanged Man and the Ten of Cups represents, what's this? Oh man. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see, this is what I'm talking about. The Hanged Man and the Ten of Cups. See, Pinky, see that she's always typical Aquarius. She's always doing that. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate you. I appreciate you quite a bit. She's always doing that. You gotta love an Aquarius. She's always doing that. Yo. But you have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Cups, right? So the Hanged Man and the let me know when you're leaving. All right. Okay. She'll hear me. But the Hanged Man and the Ten of Cups represents how, and the best thing for you to do also around this time is to just take a break from relationships. Don't try to get into anything too heavy as of right now. Just relax, see what happens. Um, because if you try to rush yourself into a relationship too quickly, guess what's going to happen? You're gonna bring that nonsense and that pain, that drama that rubbed off onto you being in that relationship onto another one. So the Hanged Man represents waiting, right? It represents being patient before you get back on out there and you start to talk to other people again. The Ten of Cups, right, represents let this relationship end internally as well, right? Make sure that you're dealing with that internal trauma. So by the time you do decide to get back up on out there, you're actually ready and you're not bringing drama into the next relationship with you, right? It's a clean slate. And then the Three of Pentacles represents right around now, it's a time for you where just in case if you have anyone that is supportive of you, that really does have your back, hang out with them, right? Whether it's family, friends, hang out with them. Someone that you trust, someone that you genuinely cares about you, hang out with them. Now is the time for you to honestly have support around you, because sometimes pain can work in a way where you know you could want people to support you around this time and you get none of that. So it could be a real rough time, especially when you got to go through pain by yourself. So that's what it is that I suggest. So did I answer your question? This is something that I always ask everybody whenever it is that I'm finished with their reading. Did I answer your question? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me walk my mom out. Hold on real quick. Yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah, no problem. If anybody has any kind of if if you want another reading, just come through, hit the Cash App or PayPal. Appreciate it. You don't have to ask one question. You can ask as many questions as you can. But yeah, Pinky's always doing that. She's always doing that, yo. Appreciate it. Much love. Really appreciate it. I mean, just Aquarius fashion. I mean, just coming through, being unpredictable. But yeah, the Aquarius woman, I'm telling you, man, she's something else. The Aquarius woman is something else. Sometimes the Aquarius woman could be a little bit of a I ain't gonna say a problem, but sometimes the Aquarius woman can give you some problems. She wants to give you that banter and all of that stuff. But the Aquarius woman, man, I'm telling you, man, there was a point in time. There was a point in time. And then not only that too, but I realized something about myself, right? I like a lot of Saturnian energy. I be noticing that I be like I like very much so Capricorn women, right? Aquarius women, right? And I be looking at them and I'm like, damn. Because I realized that, right? Like I realized a lot of the women who I add on my Instagram, right? I follow, I like, have huge crushes on. I realize they're Aquarius, so like Capricorn. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's a pattern going on here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Why be asking me? She forgot her keys. Anybody else want a reading? I told y'all I got a lot of stuff going on over here. I told y'all. Anybody want a reading? Oh yeah, Pinky. By the way, I made you a mod on my channel too. So like any of the lives that I do, whenever it is that you come through, you'll realize that you have a wrench right next to your name. That's because you're a mod, right? Because you know, you like I said, you helped me out. For all those people who don't know, not to get into too much detail, but my cell phone here, I can't call people on it because a hacker got into my family members basically used my a family member's cell phone data to make a bunch of calls, ran the bill up high. So yeah, me and the family member decided that we would kind of cut off the phone service as far as calling and stuff like this. So Pinky was the one that actually came through. Was one of the few people that send me some donations and stuff like this. And like I said, appreciate it. Yeah, no doubt. And let's give a helping hand for Pinky. All right, let's go ahead. I'll lock back the door. Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, family member just came back to get their keys and then left. Was looking for it. That's my mom. My mom's a Pisces. My mom's mind be all over the place sometimes. So, you know, but yeah, let's give a shout out for Pinky. Appreciate you. Yeah, one of like no cap, one of my crushes. Um, her name is Danielle Brandon, right? Fine. I mean, she fine. I mean, she fine, right? She's an Aquarius. What's going on with you? You want a reading? Oh man, appreciate it. No doubt. Um, yeah, what's your question? Yep. If you again, you're not limited to one question. You can put in as much as you want. So yeah. So what's your question? But yeah, Danielle Brandon is I have a huge crush on her. Like, oh, she just Danielle Brandon she just does something for me. You know what I mean? She's an Aquarius. So and then you have another YouTuber, right? Sorella Moore. She's a Capricorn, right? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, what do they have in common? They're both ruled by Saturn. I'm like, wow. So I be liking a lot of I realize I like a lot of the Saturnian women. They be looking good. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is, okay. Again, feel free to ask me some more questions if that's what you want. Okay. No one is limited to one question. So, will Dana's friendship with her Taurus friend become more? Oh, snap. Oh, wow. Let's see. Okay. So send me another 10. And what I'll do is that I'll give you one reading for love and another reading for your job, right? Because love and job is kind of different from each other. So thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, so put on this light here. Whatever. I'll have to put on the light anyway. So, okay. So the first five cards, yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. The first five cards are the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. Let me put on the light up in this. I don't want it to be too dark up in here. Right? And then you have the Knight of Cups. You have the King of Wands and the Three of Swords. So those are your first five. Okay. Um, okay, cool. Hold on one second. Okay, cool. Okay, no doubt. Okay. And then you had, hold on, I'm just checking. Hold on, I'm just checking something. And then you have, okay, all right, okay, all right. So the first five cards, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. So for you, When it comes to your friend becoming more than that, the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician is about how okay, so this person may have said some things to you. You and this person may have had some conversations. Yep, I got you. Let me go ahead and take care of Divine twice. She paid before you for two readings, and I'll get to you. Just be patient. So, the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician is about, like I said, this person may have said some things to you um, that you may want to hear, right? This person may have told you that they like you, or they may have given you the idea that they like you. And the Knight of Cups, you're ready to advance this. You're ready to become something more, right? You're ready. You want to get to know them. Mm, mm. Um, mm. The King of Wands and Three of Swords. This is a person that may just have been flirting with you for a little bit, just because they want to see what it is that you're going to do. So this person, unfortunately, they're in the game. They're in the game, unfortunately. So what I suggest for you right now is to leave this person alone. The Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups doesn't just represent you approaching them with love. The Knight of Cups also represents you moving forward anyway, because this person is full of it. King of Wands, Three of Swords, you will find that this person may not have necessarily been serious about really trying to be with you in the first place. So they're going to them it's more of a game, unfortunately. Right? Like I said, man, these games, bro. These games, but okay. So then you have the next five cards, which are the Six of Wands, and then you have um the Hanged Man. Sorry about that. Then you have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles, right? So the Six of Wands and the Hanged Man, right, represents how he may have been playing games with you, right? But then when you decide to go off without him, forget about him, talk to other people, right? He gonna start to get a little bit jealous. And the reason why it is that I'm saying that he's gonna start to get a little bit jealous is because he would have lost a very good person, right? The Six of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands and the Hanged Man represents move forward, but take your time as you are moving forward, Divine. Okay. Make sure that you're not rushing into the situation so quickly to the point where it messes you up, right? You bring your baggage in with you in something new in a would be relationship because you are dysfunctional, right? Because you're still thinking about how this person could have just left you high and dry like this. So the Ten of Cups represents you want to make sure that that pain, that experience, right? When you find out, if when you find out that this person does not necessarily have your best interest in mind, you want to make sure that the pain of this person is very much so, of dealing with them in particular, is gone. It's past. You've forgiven them. You're not trying to get revenge. Um, you've accepted him for who he is, and because of the fact that you've accepted him, you're not. This is New York. You're not um, into trying to get back at him, right? Yeah, yeah. He's not really being serious. He's not really being serious at all. He's pretty much wasting time. So what I would suggest for you is to not even don't even take him seriously, right? I mean, as long as he doesn't come by your residence, you should be okay, right? If he texts you, if he gets a different number, don't answer the text, right? Right? Or if it's a number that you're not necessarily familiar with, don't answer it. Or maybe you do answer it to find out if it's him, and then you just stop talking to him. But as long as he doesn't come over, though, You know, now if he continues to come over, you can call the police on him if you really don't want him around. Okay. You know, if he doesn't understand no as an answer. And yeah, so the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, yeah, he done did too much. You feel thrown away. So now is the time, the Three of Pentacles, like I said, um, Tarika, now is the time for you to be around a support system. Okay. If you don't have a support system, don't do anything too drastic right around now, right? Because the worst thing in the world, you know, you're not me in that sense where I will go through a heartbreak by myself if I have to, right? So if you can do that, if you can go through that type of emotional turmoil and deal with it without having to be spiteful, then deal with it by yourself if that's how you work. If you work best alone, then deal with it on your own. If you need a support system, then get that support system. Go hang around your friends, right? Hang around the people that genuinely care about you. Talk to them about it. Feel better about yourself, right? As you are taking the time off. So, again, depending on how serious it was for you, I would honestly suggest take at least 2 weeks off if you're advanced. If you're not advanced, now if you're advanced, you can take anywhere between 24 hours or more if you want to, or less. You know what I mean? But if you're not necessarily advanced, I would say at least a month just to kind of get that disdain out of you. You know what I mean? So that you don't hold grudges. Because that's one thing that people do on both sides, either side, is that people tend to hold grudges, right? They like to have the mentality of thinking that everybody in the world is going to do them wrong. And that's not necessarily true. So did I answer that question? Come here. I want to show y'all my cat. Come in. Come in, my love. Did I answer your question? Sorry, my love. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Why you act like that for? Why you acting like that for? I'm sorry. Okay, good. All right. Sorry. No, I'm just no, but for real though. Sorry though. Uh okay. Do you have any particular question about your job? Is there anything that you want to know? Or would you like for me to give you a general career reading? Just some whatever it is that I see. Let the light cool off real fast. That's my cat. My cat is mischievous right here. Love her. My cat is mischievous nonetheless. Okay, I got you. What does Divine Dana have got going on in her job? What's up with her job? Bing. Yeah, my cat is a lioness. I'm telling you. She looks like she's small, but that's a lion right there. I'm telling you. Straight up and down lioness right there. I'm telling you, it's a girl. Straight up and down lioness right there. I'm telling you. Telling you. So ask the cards what was going on with you when it came to your job, right? Um, just in general. The So you have the Ace of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, right? These are the first five. The Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Two of Pentacles, the Devil. This right here These first 5 cards, from what I'm seeing, is I love you too. These first 5 cards right here, from what I'm seeing, is the Ace of Swords and the Six of Pentacles represents you may the Wheel of Fortune, right? You may be trying to press the issue. You may want some sort of raise, some sort of problem with payment. You may want some sort of raise that you're into, some sort of raise that you're trying to apply for. You may be in line for some sort of raise or some sort of issue with pay, trying to figure out what exactly is going on with your pay. The Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, asking questions about it, right? So it's either you're not getting paid enough, anything at all, or you're asking about a promotion that should have came to you that may not have necessarily come to you just yet. But you're asking about it. You're asking questions. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of yeah, of course. Absolutely. Love is a trust me. Love is a real thing. Trust me. It's just that people like to disrespect it, and that's when it gets crazy. Is when people disrespect it. That's why it is I tell everybody off camera, right? If you're going to be in love, if you're going to say you in love with the person, make sure you telling the truth, because I'm not going to get into detail. Look, just make sure you telling the truth, because seriously, that's not what you want. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that you're not really in love with them, but then you telling them that you're in love with them. That's not good. Trust me. I've seen it. But the Wheel of Fortune represents for you, um the Wheel of Fortune is more so about how the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, the Devil. This person, these people at the job, they keep giving you the runaround. So again, it's something with payments. It's some sort of, they may have told you or given you the idea, or they may have alluded to it that you're in line for a raise, or that you're getting some sort of payment bump. And it seems like that's not necessarily coming through, because it seems that you may have had to ask them some questions about that for them to actually come real with that. So you are going to get this raise, but you making noise and asking questions in the first place. Yeah, you making noise and asking questions in the first place is what is going to keep you and get you in that higher position. Okay? Because the Two of Pentacles and the Devil, right, is about how it seemed for a little while. Yes, you're right. So you finding out what exactly is going on is going to get them to keep their word. Right. So if you don't say anything, they're going to do something else. So right, they haven't kept to their word. Right. You got to start asking more questions. You got to start making more you got to start making it more difficult for them by asking questions, because asking questions will make a difference, right? It'll set the difference between whether or not they ask those questions, because like it is that I said before, the devil is not a card. You understand what I'm saying? For you to really put your trust into. whenever it is that I get the devil, I usually see a tricky situation. It's something where it can be kind of not what it appears to be, right? So you want to make sure that you ask questions, right? Right. Ask questions. Ask as much questions as you possibly can, because then you know how to move. Okay. Uh the Empress, right? The next couple of cards, the Empress and the King of Pentacles. This represents you will be able to know whether or not you should start looking for another job. This is New York, but you'll be able to know when it is that you're looking for. Don't worry, be patient. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. No, you can leave it there. You can leave it there. I got you. But the Empress and the King of Pentacles represents um uh dang, this is New York. That thing threw me all off with the scraping. Anyway, so yeah, somebody was anyway, I'm on it. I'm on it again. So for you, what it is that you got to do is you're in a situation where you need to know how to move. And that's the reason why it is that you got to ask questions, right? Ask questions so you can know what's going on, if the person is going to hire you, okay, for this leadership position or not. Or maybe if they seem to be still wishy-washy, even when you're asking them questions, then it means that you need to go out and try to find another job while this person is making up their mind. Because the last thing that you want to do is sit on one position, one particular job offer, and you're not actually going out and looking for another job, right? You know, for me, for instance, whenever it is that I go out and I look for, I used to go in for a job interview. I would literally go in for two, three, four, five job interviews, two, three, four, five different jobs. Or even if it was the same company, same business, like Barnes and Noble or Amazon or something like this. I live in New York, so I would go into different Amazon physical brick and mortar establishments, and with each Barnes and Noble or Amazon shop, apply it with them so that somehow I'm getting hired, right? So try that. And then the Nine of Pentacles and the Temperance, right? The Nine of Pentacles and the Temperance is about how, because what you want to be able to do is you want to be able, right? Eight of Swords. You want to be able to know if this person is wasting your time, or if this person is keeping it 100 with you. Okay. So that's what it is that I honestly suggest. The Temperance represents to use your wisdom, right? The Temperance represents don't just allow this one place to be the only place that you apply to. Apply to many different places. I would honestly suggest you apply to at least 4 or 5 more different places. Anywhere between 3 and 5 more different places, just so that you increase your chances of getting hired by somebody, right? Um, yeah. Does that answer your question? Because this person here, I'll go further. This person here, it looks like they may not even give you a call back. They may just act like you just didn't exist, which is whack. So yeah, did I answer your question? You're welcome. I, appreciate it. Uh, if there's anything that I could have done, I would have most definitely, if I was in that position, if you were qualified, I would have hired you, you know. Thank you. Appreciate you. Come again. Deborah. Yeah, no problem. Deborah, what is your question? Yeah, I don't trust it whenever it is that I get that devil card. Whenever I get the devil card, I already know, okay, somebody being dishonest. Some form of trickery or dishonesty is happening here. Okay. I don't trust that devil card. Deborah, what's your question? I'm trying to be in a relationship with an Aquarius woman. Aquarius woman look like she got the anyway. Let me stop you. I just be thinking of anyway. Deborah, what's your question, my love? You still there? Okay, yeah. Love reading. Anything you see about my son's father, I feel a disconnect with him. Not sure what's going on with him. Is he seeing someone new, perhaps? Okay. Anything you see about my okay. Okay. All right. What is to be said? What is to be what is to know about Deborah M's son's father? What is to know? Let me move this over a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. So you have the hold on, let me turn on this light. Oh no, it's too warm. Let me go ahead and do this. So you have the Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, the Death card. I don't want the light to overheat. The Hanged Man, the King of Swords, right? The Two of Swords, just so that you can understand what's going on. Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, right? The Eight of Wands, and last but not least, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so for you, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. By the way, everybody, this is the last question. Um, please and thank you. I appreciate it. If anybody would like to send anything, right, then it would be seen as donations. Really appreciate it. Like I said, thank you for all the attention. Thank you for all of the love that y'all came through with. Even watching it, thank you. Appreciate it. Everybody that came through, send some donations. Sent gotten a reading from me. Really appreciate it. Like I said before, if there is no you, there is no me. But Deborah M is the last reading of this session. Really appreciate it though. So, uh, okay. So I asked the cards, what is to be known about your son's father, right? Okay. So the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands represents the first two cards. So this is about how you left him behind. The two of y'all broke up, right? Obviously, the Page of Wands. You want to start something new. You want to start a new relationship with. You want to start over with him, or you want to start over with a new relationship. The bottom line is you want to start over. You're done with the old tired stuff that you used to experience in the past with this person. Okay. The Death card. Okay. The Death card now is about how, and you want things to completely change, right? You want to start new, like I said before. It's just that starting new is going to require some time. right? So I don't necessarily think that you want to start new with this person. I think from based upon the cards, I think you want to start new with somebody completely new. I don't see that you want to start something new with the same person, your son's father. Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong about that. But the Hanged Man and the King of Swords, right? The Hanged Man represents, but you will need to be able to take some time. Okay, you will need to take time because the Hanged Man is about how good things comes to those who wait. So just be patient. Don't necessarily make any kind of crazy decisions when it comes to the people who you are talking to. Just sit back, allow yourself to heal from that nonsense, right? Like it is, I said before, I say advanced people can pretty much take as much time off. They can take anywhere from a couple of hours off to as much time as they need. But if you're not advanced, I would say, what's going on with you? If you're not advanced, I would say take at least a month off, right? At least. Really as much time as you need, Deborah, but take as much, just take at least a month off, right? The reason why it is I say take a month off is so that you can get rid of that anger, that confusion, right? Get rid of the asking questions. How you doing? Um, and then the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords represents how, right? Yeah, take some time so that you can actually realize what it is that you're going to do next. Whether you are going to really decide to try it out with this person again, or are you going to move forward to a new relationship with somebody else? Uh, and then you're able to make a better decision because you've waited as well, right? The Two of Swords represents because it's showing the outcome. If you make that decision now, right? Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. If you make that decision now, you're going to think too fast because you're going to be thinking about all of the problems that you would have dealing with somebody, right? That you don't necessarily know that you're trying to get to know. And the way that it would come off like you are combative to them. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't come off combative to the next person that you're trying to get to know. That way, right? That way, you're actually open for a new relationship, and it's not a power struggle immediately when you get into it with a new person. Um, the Ace of Wands, right? So then the next couple of cards are the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles represents this person, this your son's father, and it represents how yes, Queen of Swords. You should always know what's going on between him, right? Understand, learn the game, understand what type of games this person plays. But the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, this person tries to get you to be emotional. So what they'll do is they'll try to aggravate you. They'll try to get you upset so that you can say or you can do something quite stupid so that they can use it against you to say, "Ha, I knew you were wild. I knew you were tripping out." Right? This is the reason why it is. Yeah, no problem. This is the reason why it is that you don't deserve to have the child, you know. And that's how I know you're crazy. So what you want to do is you want to be on guard, right? You want to be on guard enough to know what's going on, but you don't want to be so much on guard to the point where you give it away that you're on guard. So how you learn to do that in the first place is the King of Swords. Understand not to be so emotional, especially with your child's father, right? Um, as well as when you're interacting with him, right? Yes, also too when you are getting to know someone new, you don't want to come off crazy, but just in general, just understand what the games are. Understand the type of games that people play out here. Understand your son's father's game. Understand that he's trying to get you upset, like I said, to aggravate you. So don't allow him to aggravate you. Don't allow him to get you upset about any of that type of stuff. Just see it for what it is. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles represents how, because this person is working with an angle. This person wants you to wild out and get upset so that way they look like the hero and you look like the villain, right? Um, Especially if your son is of a certain age, right? They definitely want to make you look crazy in front of your son, right? Whoever the person is wants to make you look crazy, definitely in front of your son. We got to do better. Anyway, so did I answer your question? I am so glad that I am not one of those type of people. I am so glad that ain't got anything to do with me. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about trying to play games with people and do all of that. I can do that, but I'm so glad I don't have to. Like, it's infinite plus. Like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to run game on people. I'm glad that I'm not that type of person because I couldn't do that. I'm very good at that. I can do that if I wanted to, but why? Why would I want that? Why would that be something that I would want to do? Did I answer your question? Yes, he was trying to trigger me this past week, but he backed off when I didn't react. That's right. That's right. Because he wants to make you look crazy in the eyes of your son. That way, your son can start to dislike you, want to be with the father, you know? That's why it is that I say you got to check your anger at the door sometimes, because sometimes anger is good, lets the other person know that you're serious. But then sometimes anger can be used against you because a lot of people, they like playing a victim. A lot of people like playing this narrative, right? And the narrative is, if you wild out on me, right? Or if you say something about me, I'm going to cry wolf. I'm going to make it seem like I was a victim in this. It's a fine line between a real victimhood, right? Actual victimhood and trying to get someone to wild out on you so that they can run game. There's a fine line between that. You know what I mean? A real victim is a person who didn't know, who had no privy to it. They did not know what was happening. So thank you, and I really do want you to get that situation fixed. What I honestly suggest for you to do as well is to stay away from that person. And as long as they do not come by, you're good, right? Stop allowing this person in your house. Regardless of, my thing is this, regardless of whether it's another woman or if it isn't, your son's father is still trying to get you to wild out, regardless of whether another person is in the picture or not. Right now, did I see that there was another woman? I mean, could have been. The Queen of Pentacles could represent another person. Then again, the Queen of Pentacles could represent himself being slick and sly and thinking that he's slick and sly. But what I'm trying to say is, regardless of whether there's another person, I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see another person in it. But regardless of whether he finds someone new recently or whether he didn't, you should not fall for that game, because he's trying to get you to really start bugging like something is wrong with you. And if that's the truth, then clearly something is wrong with him. So yeah, watch out for them, you know. But with that being said, thank you. Thank you to everybody that came through, got a reading. Thank you to all the people who's watched. Thank you to all the people, you know what I mean, who's given me 9,000 plus subscribers like it is that I said before. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. If there was no you, there would be no me. Have a great one, everybody. I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave this video up. I'm going to start to leave these live readings up so that y'all can go back, look at it to see, you know, if you missed anything, if you want to watch it. Because a lot of people watch these. I didn't think that y'all watched it, right? I didn't think y'all would even want this. So there you go. Have a good one. Peace. Love y'all.